Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome back to my channel and for another plan with me. It's been a hot minute since I've done like my own sticker kit in my planner. So now that we're all caught up, like I'm not going to do any back planning. Nope. Let's just move forward. So I went ahead and grabbed this kit from the shop. Don't remember what it's titled. I think it's just titled Princess Bride because that's what it was based off of. And these colors, you guys, are amazing. So I have a few videos going up this week. I'm forewarning you right now that I have 2 talk through videos and then just 2 voiceover videos. So let's see how that goes. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. So I decided to use the patterned headers this week instead of glitter headers. I know, shock, right? Because I just talked about how much, well, I talk about all the time how much I love glitter headers. And I think in a video that comes up later this week, I even talk about how much I love glitter headers. So here I am. And I always film out of order from when they're going to go up. So none of the stuff ever makes sense because that's just kind of how I roll. So yeah, that's, about how it is. Lots of date dot sheets and having to go through 1,000,001 of them to get all of the correct dates to be able to go down. I had to even take a number from a sheet because it just, yeah, like, see, I'm here, like, okay, I'm gonna grab the last one there. Yeah, like going through sheet by sheet because, date dots. That's the sheet right there that I need to pull a number from. So, just trying my best. That's all. Just trying my best. There we go. And we're done with the date dots. Okay, so I thought in the Facebook group that I talk more about the things going on with, like balancing homeschooling and running a business and things like that. And I wanted to give them their own dedicated video. So I'm going to start just putting in little bits here and there in hopes that it all like comes together. Because, yeah. So I do talk about this later on in one of the videos. Was it the memory spread plan? I think it was the memory spread plan that goes up on Wednesday. I think that one is where I really talk about like balance and stuff like that. So some things will probably be repeated. And I know that's one of the biggest things, like how do you balance it all? And for me, personally, I mean, I'm in a different situation as I homeschool my kids. Like we don't do any, like public schooling. So everything is stuff that I have chosen to teach my children. I lesson plan every week, go through all of their books. I buy all of their curriculum. We don't get any money for it whatsoever. So school is very, very, very important to me and in what they learn. And so I'm in a little bit of a unique position because I have a lot more flexibility in what I get to do and when I get to do it. So some weeks are 5-day school weeks and some weeks are 4-day school weeks. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But we don't just confine schooling to certain hours of the day. Yes, we do have a lot of book work, but I'm very pro teaching children how to function in life after school. Because think about to your schooling, what are some of the things that you no longer use and you wish that you would have done, that your teachers would have taught you? And my husband and I really try to focus on that and get that kind of stuff done. So continue into this, but on Monday I went ahead and added school time to the top because it was a school day. That sticker is from a shop called Planning Made Perfect. I think they're not even open anymore. So I'm just trying to use up what I have in my stash, and that way I'm just only buying from the shops that I really, really enjoy. So that's what I'm doing. And then, my full box, and I had to do emails that day, put it down with Pumpkin Paper Co. But yeah, so we do book work in the morning, And then I give them tasks that they have to do throughout the day that get harder and whatnot. But still, at the end of the day, it is me bouncing back and forth between everything. And so the easiest way that I have found out how to balance a growing business and its demands with the demands of growing children and homeschooling them is to block time. Biggest thing, like I block time. So a lot of my time now, because they have activities, pause, we're going to continue on, had to do a mail drop that day, marked that with a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. And then I needed to work on some sub items. Tori Artist from Tori Artist Plans reached out to me and wanted to see if I would like to be a part of her subscription box this last month. I said, heck to the yeah, I've got so many people that use my functional stickers in your planner. I think this would be an amazing collaboration. So I was working on subscription items to get out to her for that sub box and marked that with a sticker from Paper and Thread. Back to it. Blocking time. So now that my kids have so many activities going on, I take my laptop with me and I'm doing a lot of designing in the car when we're at activities, just because I don't have the time during the day hours, because we've blocked so much time for school, and then I've blocked so much time for cutting and things like that. What are some things that can be move around with me? And designing has been one of those. So finishing out Monday, the kids had Taekwondo that evening, marked it with a sticker from Bubblemon Stickers Co. And I have a lot of script stickers in here. I'm really enjoying just laying down scripts and not so much writing. So that's going to be something that is definitely a theme coming throughout more and more of my planner spreads, is more and more script stickers. And I love this script. So if you look back on Monday real quick, because we just overhauled the script stickers, if you look at the emails one right there, that is one of the ones that we've changed to be more height-based instead of width-based. So that way you can fit it onto a quarter box sticker like that. So just kind of wanted to show you how that is. And then I have some other ones that are smaller, and I'm going to have to make them a little bit bigger, just so that they are, aren't so small in the third boxes. But anyways, school time, so Planning Made Perfect again. I won't link her shop because, like I said, her shop is closed. But anyways, just school time sticker. And then I needed to prep the loop giveaway for TPC that night. Yes, I did it. I just didn't check it off. I sometimes forget to do the little check marks when I'm planning these and stuff. But this is the one that I was saying that I need to make a little bit larger, like cutting day. I need that to be just a little bit bigger. Although I do like how it, is the size in relation to that sticker. But I still would like it a little bit larger. But that's just my personal preference. So Paper and Thread again. And then I had to call the bookkeeper. So I say this in an upcoming video as well. One of the other biggest things that you can do for yourself is give yourself grace. None of us were prepared for what happened this last year. It's not something you train for and practice and stuff like that. And some people fared better and some people fared worse. But the only thing that I can give advice to is to give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself when things don't go perfect, because there was never any handbook for what happened. And even I had to, figure out how to jump into doing things differently and everything, because for a while all of us were just on Zoom calls and stuff, and so lots of our activities went to Zoom calls. And when you only have so many tablets or so many computers or things like that, it makes it really hard to juggle classes. So even I was having to learn some of that and grace. Laundry will always be there. Dishes will always be there. So prioritize what you want to get done that day. Always have a top three. Always have a top three. And then give yourself some grace. And if the only thing you get done is those top three, and if that top three includes schooling or getting work done, then you succeeded. So that's pretty much the biggest advice that I can give you, just because situations are so unique. But that's kind of just what has worked for me. Blocking off time making school the priority and finding things where that I can, that can go with me to other places. So, luckily I do a lot of editing photos on my phone when we're sitting in the car. Like I said, I do a lot of designing when I'm sitting in the car at activities, and that makes during the day less stuff I have to get done. So, I'm going to end there on this topic, and we'll continue on with this plan with me. Otherwise, we're going to be so far behind on everything. So finishing off Tuesday, had the bookkeeper call, and then I did a bit of designing, and then I had to call Best Buy. So we've had a whole problem with getting our appliances that we had ordered from Best Buy back in December. Long story short, they're here, we got them, but a call to corporate had to be made in order to get everything fixed. But we got it. And that call sticker was from Stick with the Plan Co. Wednesday was another school day. I also had to do a mail drop and did that. And so let me just give you an example. So like with my mail drops, I never do mail drops during the middle of the day unless we are completely done with school. Usually they happen first thing in the morning before we start school, or they happen when we're on our way to an activity. That's usually how that one goes. So mark that with a sticker from Happy Dia. I had to clean up the office. That was Stick with the Plan Co. I still had more emails to go through, and then the kids had dance and taekwondo that evening, and I just marked the taekwondo sticker from Once More with Love. So now we're gonna flip it over. So you see that black book that I had there. I will put that underneath my stack to bring that side of the planner up because I'm right-handed. And that way it makes it easier to write in any stickers that are close to the coil. Just a little tip, trick, and all that fun jazz. So, moving on. Thursday, I always really try to leave my most favorite box for Thursday. However, my favorite box was obviously the quote box that's there, and I put it up in the area formerly known as quote, or where I have a little quote box going on, so that's what we have there going on. But I do love this box as well. It is still one of my favorites. And then obviously the double box will always go on the weekend. Though I have changed things up when there's like two double boxes. Like we put one on the first half of the week and one on the second half of the week, and not always do they end up being on Saturdays and Sundays. So school again on Thursday. And then I needed to prep subscription listings because subs renew on the 5th of every month. And then I needed to package some orders. So I used the script sticker there. It definitely went up higher than I wanted it to, and over to the left too far, which is fine. But, I'm trying to get back into the mode of how I do all of this. And really, honestly, that could have not been stacked and just been a one-line one, which would have been perfect as well. So I may go back and change that script up. That sticker is from Happy Dia. I also had to do another mail drop that day. And this one was on the way. Well, not quite. It was post school, but before we had to head off to activities. But it was close enough that when I got home, I was like, come on guys, we got to get going. Mark that with a sticker from Happy Dia. And then I had to also do a supply order. So in the whole process of becoming ready to ship, I have started to run out of room. And I have a lot of room, but planner making supplies take up a lot of room as well. And so I'm having to buy some extra things to be able to make my storage options, especially for stickers, more vertical. So we're building up instead of building horizontally and having wasted space. So I did have to make a supply order for that. And then I just used a quarter box down on the bottom to just mark taekwondo and dance. No character stickers that day. And then Friday was school day again, followed by a full box because that's how we work it. But yeah, most of the time on our Fridays are usually our easiest days. I usually always front load the beginning of the week. It's kind of get as much done as you can on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that way, as you start to get to the weekend, you can either one, catch up or focus on things that were giving you problems. And that way you're heading into the weekend not feeling stressed and overwhelmed because you didn't get everything done. So That's what I really tried to do. But I did have emails to answer that day, and then I needed to submit my art requests for the next month, which I'm super excited about. The art that's coming up. What did I do? Let me pull. We're gonna double click here real quick. Never mind, we're not. That's the wrong file. So I was gonna give you a little snippet of maybe what we have coming up, but you'll just have to wait, because I did give quite a few of what's going to be coming up in the live that I did with Caitlin the other night. So on Friday, I also had to balance books, so mark that with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I also worked on custom scripts and countdown graphics. So like I said, our custom scripts listing got a complete overhaul. So now we went from 32 choices down to 10, and my thoughts behind this is that once a quarter they're going to change, and I'm going to have 5 of them that stay the same and then 5 that will change, and then that way we have options. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'm not completely sold on that one just yet, just because I have so many fonts and I love using them. I mean, I use definitely one more than the other, but I'm really trying to, share the love of all the fonts, because I'm a font lover. Love fonts. So moving on to Saturday and Sunday, I put the double box down there at the bottom, the headers, and then I just layered the weekend banner over that. And because the weekend banner isn't so tall in height, I figured it would go perfect here instead of going down on the bottom washi. And of course, it's a great line from the movie. I do not think it means what you think it means. And sometimes that's how I feel about the weekend. Like, the weekend is supposed to be for relaxing and having fun, and sometimes that's not what happens. So I haven't redone my scripts for my film and edit scripts that I have, and I will once I run out of those sheets. But usually I just do that, and I usually film and edit on the same day. Not always, but usually. And so it's just easy for me to layer those over a sticky note. I love sticky notes so much, you guys. They are my absolute favorite, right next to like quarter boxes and third boxes. Like, they're just some of my favorite. So mark that with a sticker from Wobot and Friends. And then quarter boxes are coming up, and I had inventory that I needed to do that day. So working on getting the inventory restocks done a little more frequently. So this last time it wasn't done until just before the sale, which is fine, because we still had a lot left in stock. But I'm trying not to let things sit in an out of stock status for very long. So I did have to pull inventory and do inventory that day. Had to also do emails, and then it was also a cleaning time. We had some extra stuff that we needed to do. And part of that was, since my office is right next to our schoolroom, had to pick up the schoolroom there because I needed to reorganize the shelves and move stuff on to the shelves. And then every cycle of TPC, I do an Instagram takeover. I love doing Instagram takeovers. Sometimes I feel like I get a little boring, and so this time I was like, you know what, let's get a little bit more crazy and weird, because let's face it, sometimes that's just what my house is crazy and weird. And so it was brainstorming some ideas for the Instagram takeover, and at least getting them like scheduled out for how we were going to do it. So I worked really, really hard on Saturday to get all the videos ready to go, so that on Sunday I could just focus on filming and editing my Instagram takeover, which it was the quickest filming of an Instagram takeover I have ever done. Normally it takes me all day to film an Instagram takeover. This time it literally took maybe 2.5 hours, because we had already had all of the ideas and everything scheduled and how we were going to film it. And so yes, my oldest did help film that one, so that was pretty hilarious, and so he laughed. So mark Sunday with film Instagram takeover. Mark that with a sticker from Paper and Thread. Had to schedule the YouTube videos that day. And then I also needed to work on some more inventory and printing day. I got a big stock of something in, cannot release information about it just yet, but I had to inventory everything, and some stuff was damaged and some things were not created correctly, so that was a little bit of a nightmare. And so we're fixing that so that we can get started. I say we, but yeah, it probably is going to be we, because my oldest will help me out with the putting together of these items. But I marked that with the sticker from Planner Studio, and then I just needed to give me a don't forget that I needed to do some more designing. I needed to work on the photos for those, and I needed to edit those photos so that we could get new releases up really quickly. So in the past, I've usually always had new releases up the Friday before sale, but the past few months it has definitely been, like Tuesday, Wednesday of sale week that they're there. And then I just marked that it was prep for next week, because I do Sunday prep. I open up a planner, I jot down everything that needs to be done, schedule them on days, and add in things here and there. And then if they get done that day, they get highlighted. If they don't, they get a one line through them. And that way I can just kind of keep my schedule going. And then also know, like, when my kids have activities, or if I have any appointments that I have to go to, this, that, and the other, adulting stuff, that kind of stuff. So went ahead and put the stuff in the sidebar. Normally I don't put the kids' information in this planner, like school and taekwondo and dance and stuff, because I'm trying to make this just a business planner. But like I said, when you're doing a full day of cutting, there really isn't anything else to put in that day. I mean, I guess I probably could put hair pulling stickers of, the machines miscutting or whatnot. But either way. So I do end up putting some new stuff over on here, but most of it is repeat. So like Monday was taekwondo. Tuesday I had to do the Best Buy call, which was about the appliances. Wednesday and Thursday were dance and taekwondo. But on Friday we got ourselves a landline installed. And then on Saturday the kids played D&D with their friends. And then Sunday was Ollie's prep day. And then I just marked what days I worked, which I worked every single day that week. And then reading, I was reading when we were in the car, so Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I went ahead and just put down this channel surfing. I'm watching Grimm on Prime Video. It's a fascinating show. I'm pretty excited. So that's what I have for you all. I love the kit. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.